What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new video. You saw the title. It's a day in the life. I do those videos a little differently than some other drivers. I actually show you from the moment I wake up until I end my day. We're going to start in Arizona and make our way into California, and we're going to talk about the route and everything we do along the way and cut out all the boring stuff. So it's going to be all killer and no filler. All right, let's get started. It's 12:26 a.m. I hit the snooze button twice, I must admit. I'm just waking up. Why am I waking up so early? Because I have to drive through the LA metro area. So I want to get as much of that under my belt as possible. Let's not worry about the route right now. We just need to get ready, get on the road, and try to beat that traffic. Okay, here we are at the California inspection station. Those two trucks in front of me just rolled right through, so I guess they're not inspecting very closely. There's a guy sitting down looking at his cell phone. He just gave me a little wave, like, go right on through, driver. All right, don't mind if I do. Next, we got the scales, but they're gonna be closed. He's actually weighing, it's 1:45 a.m. These scales are not open. But he's taking this real serious. So let me talk to y'all a little bit about the route that I'm taking. Since I picked this load up in Louisiana on I-20, you might be wondering why I'm on I-8. Remember, I-20 goes all the way through Texas and turns into I-10. And then on I-10, south of Phoenix, you get the split with I-8, which is a longer route by about, 30 miles. And all the other drivers take I-10. Some of them will take I-40. I hate I-10 in California. That's why I take 8 all the time. I never take 10. First of all, had I stayed on 10, I would have had to drive through Phoenix and all its suburbs and all its construction. And nobody wants to do that. Then once you get on I-10 to California, you got Blythe, which ain't no fun. Then you got that big construction zone going on through the desert. And I have seen CHP in the past patrolling that. I stopped going that way altogether. Once you get past that construction, you've got, you're in Desert Center, California, a nice little abandoned ghost town. Then you got what? Chiriaco Summit. Big hill, tons of truck traffic, tons of four-wheelers, tons of RV people, which are worse than the trucks and the four-wheelers, and they're in both lanes. It's a nightmare. Get past Chiriaco Summit, then you got the hill at Indio. You got to start climbing that big steep bastard. They're doing another major construction project there, 10 miles downhill, under construction, 6% grade. It's a nightmare. You get to the bottom of that, you're in that Indio Coachella area, and that's where I finally rejoin I-10. Now let's compare that to I-8. Look at it. It's wide open. I know it's almost 2 a.m. But even if it was 8 a.m., I-10 would be a rat race. I-8 would look exactly like this, except the sun would be up. It's a cakewalk. You get to avoid Phoenix, avoid all the stuff I just mentioned, and just roll. It's worth the extra 30 miles. By far, it's worth the extra 30 miles. If I had to compare them, I would say I-10 is like walking barefoot over broken glass, followed by hot burning coals. I-8 would be like, it would be like walking barefoot on the beach. It'd be like walking barefoot on the beach, holding hands with Taylor Swift, and she lays out a blanket, pulls out an acoustic guitar, and starts singing her 2009 hit You Belong With Me in a soft, mellifluous voice. I-10 would be like hanging out with Joy Behar and Rosie O'Donnell and listening to those voices, right? By comparison. So, do you want to hang out with Joy Behar and Rosie O'Donnell? I didn't think so. Well, if you like taking I-10, maybe you do want to hang out. I'll take Taylor Swift and I-8. Thank you very much. All right, it's 2:55 a.m. I'm pulling in the Loves real quick to clean my windshield. Let me explain, if you don't know, about the bugs. If I turn my wipers on, it won't clean it. It'll just smear it. And bugs is something you have to deal with, especially in the summertime. So I'm gonna clean it just for y'all and for me. All right, we have another border. As you can see, we're on California Highway 78, and we have a Border Patrol check station. I made it through the first one with no issues. You always pull up with your window already down. They like seeing that. Go. And see, it's nighttime, and I got the light on in my sleeper. They like that too. But see, the guy just waved me through. It helps when you have your lights on and stuff. It shows that you got nothing to hide. And they're like, yeah, come on, driver. Okay, it's 4 o'clock, and I just got onto I-10 in Indio, California, in San Bernardino County. So I left the truck stop in Arizona, in Tacna, T-A-C-N-A, Tacna, Arizona, at, I think, 1:50, 10 minutes to 2. And I got to I-10 in California at 4 a.m. So not bad, but I was just thinking, I just realized traffic won't be, today's Saturday, but I guess because I work 7 days a week, there's no such thing as Saturday, there's no such thing as Tuesday, so that should help with the traffic. Although, when we get to LA, it's not like, oh, it's Saturday, so LA shuts down. This isn't Dothan, Alabama. Isn't Dothan made up of the fictional city from that movie, My Cousin Vinny? I think it's Dothan, Alabama. Anyway, LA doesn't shut down because it's Saturday. There's still going to be tons of cars on the road. But I still have a long bit of driving on I-10. I got to go through the scales at Banning. And then from there, I'm going to get on 60. Then from the 60 to 210. And then the 138. And then the 101. As we look at dawn on the Hollywood Hills. Y'all remember the show The Hills on MTV with Lauren Conrad? I'm not going to start with that. I wanted to correct some mistakes I just made. We did not get on the 60. We went from I-10 to the 210. And then it wasn't the 138. It was the 134. Okay? So I'm sure y'all not following my route that closely. But you know how y'all got people who nitpick everything people say on the internet, and they jump in the comments, you didn't get on the 138, this doesn't, blah, 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 blah. You don't have to correct me. I'm correcting myself. So we're on our way. We're about 2 hours away from getting where we're going. And I'm going to do story time now, since this is a day in the life. It started with me waking up. It'll end with me going to bed. So we're going to do story time now. Before you click off, because most of y'all don't like story time, I'm going to make this one a little bit of an interactive story time. So maybe it'll be more interesting to you. I was driving south on 15 in San Bernardino, got off on the 215 to get to the 10. The 215 is 2 southbound lanes, 2 northbound lanes divided, obviously. Well, there was a merge lane, and the light must have turned green at the bottom of the ramp, so here comes a flood of cars. 8, 10 of them, I don't know, a lot. And it's timed out to where they're coming right, we're gonna meet. They gotta merge. Now, if you don't know, trucks are not allowed in the left-hand lane in California. But, here comes all these cars. And I mean, I'm 75 feet long, I would have been blocking them. So I got over to the left-hand lane while they were merging. I look in my left mirror and there's CHP behind me. Dude came out of nowhere. I mean, he was not there. I look and he's there like a ninja. So I look in my right mirror, there's a pickup truck about 6 feet behind my trailer. Put on my blinker, I'm looking, maybe 3 blinks go by, and I get over. It was snug. Like I said, he was about 6 feet behind me. So it was snug, to say the least. Then boom, CHP lights me up. Cherries and berries, bro. Oh, man. I pull over. He comes. Yeah, I'm giving you a ticket because you cut that guy off. And then he gives me the lecture, right? because cops always got to give you a lecture when they give you a ticket. I don't know why. Why do you have to lecture? That's not the point of the story. So now, you be the judge. Actually, you be the jury. I'm going to defend myself. Trucks are not allowed in the left-hand lane except to pass in California. Now, technically, I wasn't passing someone established in the right-hand lane, but once they got over, they're merging, they're going slow, I was technically passing them. Also, I was being courteous by not clogging up the right-hand lane while 10 people are trying to merge, and I was being safe. I allowed them all to just safely merge, so that's why I was in the left-hand lane. Now, as far as cutting the guy off, I was getting out of the CHP officer's way. When I see a cop behind me, I like to get out of the way so they can go to whatever they're doing. Y'all are expecting some donut shop joke here, but I'm a little more highbrow than that. So I'll just say I need to let them get on their way because they're pretty much all cheating on their wives. So they're going to their girlfriend's house. No donut shop jokes here, man. Anyway, the other thing is there's an unwritten rule to driving in California. It's 2 blinks and go. You put your blinker on, it flashes twice, and you cut somebody off. That's just how they drive. Cutting people off, every Californian gets cut off 100 times a day, and every Californian cuts somebody off 100 times a day. So there's an unwritten rule that you give them 2 blinks and cut them off. It's not a big deal in California. It's the part of the driving culture. So that's my defense. You be the judge. Now, before you write a comment saying, well, according to the letter of the law, I get it. I'm guilty according to the letter of the law. What I'm asking you to be the judge of is, what about the spirit of the law? Am I guilty in the, right? I think I have a pretty strong defense. And if you're wondering how it ended, I got a lawyer, we contested it, and the judge graciously reduced the charges to a non-moving violation. And I just had to pay a little fine. Now, I've been here many times before. It's a Saturday. There's a truck entrance that's only open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. But I don't know if that's Monday through Friday or I don't know. If the truck entrance is closed, there's another gate to go to. Oh, please don't make me have to back out of here. Let me roll my window up so it's a little quieter. Anyway, they inspect your truck. It takes a good 10 minutes to get a pass. And then you can go. So we'll see how this goes. Guess what happened? I got checked in with security, but I only had like 8 minutes left of driving before I had to take a 30-minute break. And it's something like a 25-30-minute drive to where I'm bringing this trailer. So I have to sit here for 30 minutes. I don't need a break. I don't want a break, but the government says I got to take a break, even though I'm right here. And there's no, you can't just put it in the ELD like, hey, I'm right here. Won't you let me slide a couple minutes because it's stupid otherwise? But it's a cool morning so far. It hasn't gotten hot yet. The sun is out, but it's not hot. We're right by the ocean, right by the ocean. And so I'm just kind of breathing it all in. They've got these certain types of trees and shrubbery and greenery and fougere type of stuff when you're by the coast in California that has this smell. You don't smell it anywhere else. I've never smelled it anywhere else. That's why every time I come here, I just want to smell it. And it kind of brings me back to the first time I came here. And it kind of makes me wish I was wearing this. This is called Tom Ford Oud Mineral. You see it? What is it? It's a mixture of like different minerals, sea salt, the air smell you get off the ocean, and sea salt and minerals, but also mixed with wood, certain types of wood. And this is a man scent right here. You want to smell like a man? Wear Tom Ford.
This one right here, Oud Mineral. If you are ever feeling like a sexy pirate, this is the fragrance for you.
It's not sweet. It's not perfumey. It smells like driftwood and God, it just smells like the outdoors, but that mineral that you would only get by the sea. Man, look at the coasts. The wonderful blue Pacific Ocean. I go from Alaska and all of that scenery to this. So here's what's going on. I finished my 30-minute break. All I have to do is drop the trailer. The delivery got pushed back a couple of days, but you can leave your trailer on site and bobtail off. So I'm gonna drop the trailer, and then there's a truck stop about an hour, maybe an hour, less than an hour away. But it's only 10 minutes to 10 in the morning, so I've got time to kill. I finally made it to where I'm dropping the trailer, so I had to back it in. And I don't know if you don't do tanker, you know, when we pull a brake, can you see the trailer dropping? When you pull the brakes, the airbags will empty out. So anyway, it's lower the landing gear, disconnect the air lines and the electrical line, pull the kingpin lock, and get on out of there. Whenever you're dropping a loaded trailer, always put the paperwork in a Ziploc bag and make sure you leave it with the trailer in case you're not the next driver to come get it, because that does happen. Okay, I'm getting out the truck. There's the ocean. We got some railroad tracks. How close? The ocean looks kind of far away, but how close do y'all think I can get to the ocean? You know I'm a fool, so I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see how close I can get. I don't have hiking boots. I just got work boots, so we'll see how far. And this is some rough terrain. You can see already. You probably can't tell, but this is a drop. And this kind of plant, I don't know what it is. It's got a smell to it. Remember I was telling y'all about all the smells? Y'all can't tell how steep this is from the camera, but it's almost straight up and down. That's the railroad tracks at the top of this hill. I don't know if I'll be able to get up it. Let me try to get over to this part over here, and that'll put me by the tracks, and then we'll see what's on the other side of the tracks. This type of grass smells good too. I don't know what kind of plant it is, but it's nice and fragrant. Here we are at the top of the tracks. I can smell the salt water from the Pacific Ocean. Getting down there though, first of all, let's look at this shot down the tracks. How cool is that, man? That is a great shot. Anyway, to get down there, as you can see, is a pretty steep drop off, but this hill right here might be my way to go. So let me give it a try. If I can't do it, we'll just take one more quick view. I don't know if y'all can hear. Let me shut up and see if y'all can hear the waves from here. All right, let's see if I can make it all the way to the water. I don't think I can make it all the way to the water. This doesn't look steep, but believe me, it's very steep. And you see how it just ends right there? That's because it's a drop off, like a cliff. You can see where the sand and this rough terrain meet. That's a cliff right there. I mean, I could try to get closer to it, but it's kind of starting to get a little dangerous. And I got to consider, how am I going to get back up? But yeah, that cliff is just like basically straight down, so I can't make it. So let's just take one more look at the beautiful Pacific Ocean. Breathe in the ocean air. Man, this is nice. All right, enough sightseeing. Time to go to the truck stop. All right, I had my little beachside adventure. There it goes. You might get to see the beach again here in a second. Man, I really wanted to make it down to the beach. All right, toodles. Well, I made it to the truck stop and I'm parked right here. We have some other drivers who are also going to drop their trailers. So what I'll do is back up so they can park in front of me. We can probably get 2 or 3 trucks right here. Because look, all of this is going to fill up. You see all the oil spots on the ground? That's from driver. So all of this will be full, plus all of those spaces will be full. But since we're in bobtails, there's no use in taking spots from other drivers. Now remember, I woke up at midnight, so after lunch, guess what I'm doing? Straight back to the truck to go take a nice long nap. And then from there, probably other drivers will start showing up by then. Well, that's about it. I ate, I took a nice long nap. I woke up, I watched some TV. It's 5:15 right now. So now I'm gonna start editing this video that y'all are watching. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video of a day in the life of a tanker driver. I hope to catch you on the next one. And until then, this is Jason signing out. What happened with the delivery? It got delayed a couple more days, so they got us a hotel. Obviously, I'm chilling in the hot tub right now. I just went to an Italian restaurant, got me a plate of eggplant parmesan and a pitcher of a local craft beer. And now I'm here. I'm getting paid layover pay. And I think I'd have to say life's pretty good right now. Life is pretty good.